This is an ABC 10 News update.
Hello, I'm Derek Stahl with this ABC 10 News update. Happening today, the San Diego City Council is meeting to talk about raising everyone's water rates to cover rising costs. City staff are asking to raise rates as much as 3%. If approved, these new rates would take effect January 1st of next year. The city says this is all to cover the rising costs from their water suppliers. This was a procedural hearing today. Earlier this year, the city of San Diego actually raised water rates for the first time in the last 10 years. That was a 5% jump. It took effect last January. The new Poway alert tip line to report safety concerns is now live. Poway Mayor Steve Voss hopes this will prevent any mass violence in his city. Tips will be vetted by deputies so they can determine if the information is credible and what kind of resources might be needed, including mental health teams. The number is 855-56-ALERT, and it's only for Poway residents. People, by the way, still need to call 911 if they are experiencing an emergency. There are some new rules in effect today for those street vendors who set up food carts and booths on city sidewalks. Sidewalk vendors and pushcart operators now have to pay $38 a year for a permit to continue operating within the city limits of San Diego. There are also some rules about spacing and distancing between the vendors and to major transit hubs. Food vendors also need to get a San Diego County health permit and food handler card. San Diego City Council passed new rules to comply with a new state law that decriminalized sidewalk vending statewide. All right, it's a little bit muggy out there. I call it yucky. What does Vanessa Paz call it?
Let's just call it muggy. Yeah, because depending on your likeness, you may very well enjoy what we have in store across the county for this Wednesday afternoon. But most of us seeing a mix of sun and clouds, but some places are experiencing some light showers. Again, these showers will continue throughout the day, very isolated in nature. And as far as the heavy activity goes, it looks like it's going to come down in the mountain and desert areas around 2 p.m. and that will last through the early evening hours before tapering off later on this evening. Here's a look at today's forecast. We'll top out in the mid 70s along the beaches, mid to upper 80s, so a few degrees warmer than yesterday for the inland valleys. Meanwhile, the mountain areas, a mix of clouds and thunderstorms and very warm temperatures in low 80s and about 105 in the deserts. Coastal areas will stay in this pattern. Again, not a ton of fluctuation for the next 7 days. We'll hover right in the middle of the 70s and the overnight lows will remain in the low 60s. Plenty of sunshine and will dry out by the weekend.
All right, Vanessa, and for the latest news, weather, and traffic, just head on over to 10news.com, or you can download our free 10 News mobile app in the App Store. For ABC 10 News, I'm Derek Stahl.